Hi, best friend. I need a. I need a report. Yeah, call it whatever you want. Report, vent, or complain, or. Hey, I called 988, and I have the number logged in on my phone, so that's what I wanted to report. So, I have the crisis line if I need a vent or have anxiety. I will not call the police because they're not they don't they're not trained to listen to a abused woman that is being trapped and triggered. So I have the 988 number crisis. So that's that. Um, but my husband called Southwest, and was it Southwest? Yeah, and they came to talk to him, which is good. And he had to share what he had to share, so that's good. I'm happy for him. He's reaching out to people and not take it, take it, take it on me or the other two dumb fuck here. The kids, kids are dumb fucks sometimes. I'm a dumb fuck too sometimes, but I'm trying to stay safe. I have court tomorrow on Monday, and today's Friday. Um, oh, the lady that came with Jakin? Um, so I think she's young. She's not trained 100%. Pretty. Well, I don't know. Or she could be with them, right? Um. So if you're going to someone's home to, if they're having a crisis, um, if you're working for this company, I don't think it's very wise or smart to ask to use the bathroom, to ask to use the the person that's calling for help. I don't think it's really wise to use their bathroom. Um, but she's a girl, so you can easily, so I didn't mind, and so I'm a mother of 6 kids, and I have experience, so I have instincts, so I focus on not to ignore the instincts because the instinct is for your protection. Like dogs, animal, they have instincts, so they just do whatever they do to keep them safe. So that's what as human, we do have instincts. So um, so I pay attention to that, and I follow it. So she used my bathroom, but she was in there for like maybe less than 2 minutes or less than a minute. Less than that. Less than that. So um so I just had an instinct. I had a like bleach. I had my chemical stuff to kill bacteria because my landlord came in and I told him I have COVID. I don't want nobody to come. So my husband called them and they came over. So I'm assuming, I could be wrong and also could be right. I'm assuming because the landlord that works for the other, I guess the big boss landlord. Um, well, he came this morning. I have a video, and then he just took a picture of my bathroom. So I think they're like maybe communicating where to put or how to get me food, or how to sneak chemical into my bathroom or into something that it will affect me. That's my assuming, because the landlord just came and took a picture of my bathroom and stuff. That's it. And then they play that repeat that they did at the other house. So, and they used my bathroom to enter into my bathroom, maybe to bring in their chemical, um, to affect me, to, because I have court on Monday, and these organized criminals, they are very sneaky, dangerous, but I'm smart. And Jaken, he's smart too. I used to work with Jaken. Jaken, he's smart because he is an athlete. Um, and if athlete or remember how to play smart, they can catch, and they're smart. And they're also, and Jaken is an American, so he can tell the difference. So, and he does listen to my husband Ano Ama'a and stuff, and he does know how to protect himself because he's done it for a very long time. He's a professional therapy with animal, so it's with horse, so he knows. Um, I I want to share a little experience with Jaken, cause I remember when I started working with Jaken. We work with kids, a Falcon, and then he's then they hire somebody from Cedar City and work with Jaken. And I think they came and Jaken and I used to work together. We did really good. We help a lot of kids and avoid them from getting restrained or attacked by the stupid dumb fuck workers at Falcon. Because that's our main goal, to avoid kids from, help them when they're struggling. So anyway, Jaken was really good with the kids. He was very, like, he has that gift, working with the horse and stuff, communicate. And I remember when they hired this girl, things just got really weird. Um, she was a very pretty, white, pretty girl, but I think she's now that I think about it, she was from Cedar City, and then she's from she probably worked with those Connecticut, whatever. Um, and then somebody else came. They kept hiring people. They keep replacing Jaken's partner, because he was a therapy, and they hired good people, and then but there was this one girl, she really cute, long, beautiful girl. She had like red hair. They hired her, and I think the kids she got stressed, so she just got stressed, and then she got pregnant, and then she had to quit. And I think she's married to uh, a, a Mormon guy, trader. So she had to quit. And then last time I've seen her, she was on my Facebook. She had cancer. She was pregnant, but and she had cancer. And I think she overcame the cancer and she gave birth. That was, and I don't keep in contact with her anymore. But I remember Robin when, so I would help out outside with at the ranch with the horse, and I would work with Jake and there would be two females. Would be me and Robin and Jakin. Because Jakin can't be with the girls when he's with 8 girls. He has to be at least 3 people, whatever. But sometimes Jakin has to do what he got to do because we were always short staff. It was hard to keep staff because they just get bullied by the kids and they quit. They just leave. So, but Robin, I remember Robin, she would always be talking shit about Jakin. Like, Jakin would be working and doing his thing, and then she'll come stand next to me, and she'll act like a good coworker. But now that I think about it, she would, I think she's with she's an enemy. She has she has a property over there by there's a restaurant in front of the Zion, like you're going to Zion before Falcon. There's a restaurant there, and she lives near it, behind it, close to it, and she would talk shit about that restaurant, saying that blah 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 blah, and then she would have this friend that she knew would come early in the morning and spray the building, the bug spray, and he would come there. And now I remember they were having eye contact and shit, and he would have eye contact with me, like he would like look at me and shit. And Robin was there, and I think they were friends. So I think he came and sprayed the house with chemical at Falcon Ridge Ranch. Because I've never seen him around. He's not local. So I've never seen him around, but I only see him when he comes in the morning to spray the house at Falcon. And he'll spray the school too. And we were just, because people just come in and out. And then, but Robin used to be talking hella shit about Jakin. Like she would get jealous that Jakin is, I think she was jealous of Jakin because Jakin was, was training the horse and the girls, like training them, like helping the girls to overcome their fear and anxiety and shit. And he was very firm and very stern. But I don't think she liked that. So she would talk shit and bitch. And because these girls, they come from all over the fucking state. There's some of them from the Bay Area, some of them from like Montana and places. And she would be just like talking hella shit. And I was just like, whatever. I just like walk away from her. When people talk shit about other people, it's like, do you want to get together, have some coffee after work? Like, So Robin, she's just a stupid. She's a she's an enemy, I think. She pretended to be my friend and the girl's friend, but I think she was not a positive person to even work around the horse because her negative energy feed into the girls who are struggling when, and here's Jake, and so two and two that don't want this or have the same goal to help, like to help other people, then you can, I hope you can tell, which to avoid it and stay away from it, or to not feed into that energy. So anyway, but Jakin and I had an incident, and then we solved it in his office, and then after that Jakin and I got along really well. Like, he respect me. I was still the same. I'm like same person, same coworker, but we didn't have any beef. We resolved it, and I think they didn't like that, the haters at work. So Jakin was sick after that. He was out for a whole month, and I was like, "What happened to Jakin?" And then he came back from work. He came back to work. And then I just hear rumors. He never shared what. Never asked him what happened because it's really none of my business. But I think I did ask him, or I don't know, that he was sick for a month or 2 months. And then he came back. And I learned he had diabetic. But I was like, huh? How? How? He had this little white thing in his stomach to count diabetic. And I was like, so I think the Mormon has something to do with it. Or Robin. Somebody at work has something to do with it. And Larry also had diabetic too. And the sister also had diabetic, and her kids and her kids had during the COVID, when the it was starting to switch, like the Rob or something, or the new company from Vegas came over, and Falcon got closed down, and I think they're cartel. They got in with some of the girls that were sent from the state, and the family. They were organized crime. So a lot of weird people was getting hired and shit. And shit was, the kids were just like a mess. And it was unorganized. And Jakin, we as good staff, we had to do what we had to do because we had a family to take care of. And then had to deal with our health. Because my daughter was sick. I was trying to take care of her and also take care of myself. And Jakin was having little babies, and he was trying to take care of his family, and then I had to come to work. And it was just overload, like with work and stress and shit like that. And then that's when the new company came in, and they just fucking fucked everything up at Falcon. And it was the same thing with Larry and Larry's sister, because I remember Larry's sister would have issue with her son, because he's in special at Hurricane Elementary, in Turkerville Elementary. The son was struggling, and I think they gassed out the school, or they caused him to have issue, like, grrr. So Larry was trying to take care of work and take care of the family and his sister and the kids and blah, blah. We were just trying to, everything was like, we were just trying to take care of shit. and things just happened so fast. It was wild. And then here's this new company making changes, um, hiring these criminal illegal workers. They weren't even trained properly, and they came in and lied that they're therapists. They graduated from college. They have degrees and shit. And I'm like, where did these people come from? And they lied. They said they came from the they're they're hiring them because they closed down. That was their excuse. They closed down the group home. God, I can't think of the group home. They closed down the group home at the group home across from Sydenham Hill. They closed, and it's right next door to Munchie. They closed that building down and used an excuse that they need work, and brought these workers. I've never seen them before, and Jake had never seen them before, and a lot of the workers never seen them before, but they claim they came from over there, from that group home, from that place, which is a lie. They made that shit up and make us think, okay, I guess they're here to help, but it just turned the place upside down hell after that. I went on strike, and that was it. And when that lady, there was a lady, she worked at in the office. Gosh, I wish I would remember her name. She's local. Beautiful woman. She was a good lady. We got along really well. She worked in the office. She did everything. Do the paperwork and blah, blah, blah. And her husband is worked for the city, and he's Mormon. I wonder if he has something to do with it. You know, because the wife is really tall. Looked like she was a beautiful woman. But she's tall and so thick and fat. She had a fat ass. She's thick, tall. But she retired around that time when I was striking. I forgot her name. She retired. But her husband is works for the city. So I wonder if he's involved. The last time I seen her was at Turkerville. Turkerville at the market. The store across from Maverick. The Maverick when you make a right to go to Zion. That's the last time I've seen her. So, Carolyn or something. So I don't know. You know, when you're retired, you get money, right? So it's really heavy. So I don't know. Maybe the husband's trying to fuck her up. Because he's Mormon and they're really good at manipulating. Because I would those, because I'm affected by, the Mormons. They try to manipulate me, and I was just turning 50 and shit, and now he's trying to be my provider. Don't worry, never happen. Yeah, provider, yeah, that's fine, but you'll never lock me down in my fucking room. Hell no. I wasn't born for that shit. But he's also, I believe he's a cartel. Because my husband never come to work. He never came to work. But one time, he just happened to show up and snoop around. And that was weird for me. And then he started coming to work and checking up on me. So It's not my husband. But and Roxana, I think she has something to do with it. Her father was a cartel, so maybe the father is probably escaped here, cause her uncle and the uncle and her father are their siblings, their brothers. I think that's what she told me. And the wife, I remember seeing a wife. She's was I want to say she want to try to look like me, act like me, walk like me, dress like me. So I think they were a part of it, of of messing up and closing down the sequel or getting sequel in trouble.